look back at the ACC title game, just recalling that last sequence where the goal catch you had. I mean, Coach Sweeney got down really fast. Like, what do you remember from the catch out of the final?
I knew where I was at on the field. It was going to be like a really long field goal, so I just tried to get upfield really fast and just get a couple extra yards just to make it a little closer for Nolan.
What do you remember in terms of watching it?
I had a great feeling that it was going in for some reason. Like, even though I think it was like a 56-yarder, I was like very confident that he was about to end the game. And then I was like the first person to run on the field, so. Yeah.
How many times have you gone back and watched that particular play and then the kick?
Probably like 5 or so times. Not anything crazy, but it was just I think Cade has led us on so many game-winning drives, and then obviously Adam with that kick return. I was really happy to see that because that's been my friend for a long time. We came in together, so it was just good to see him do good, and then Nolan to gain confidence for the game winner like that was crazy.
What did it mean to see the first team All ACC in your name next to that?
I can't say I was really expecting it. I was kind of surprised by it, just because, I mean, I wasn't really thinking about it the whole season. I know we got some pretty good receivers in this conference, so just to be recognized up there with them, it's just an honor, and I'm grateful and glad I could do it.
I think coming into the season, we were talking about the receiver room wanting to kind of raise the standard back up. How do you feel like you guys have done with that? Do you think there's still more that you guys can achieve?
Yeah, I think there's definitely still more. I think we're on our way to getting back there, but I mean, I think like this game versus Texas is a great stage for us. You know, they probably have one of the best secondaries in the nation, so if we can come out and dominate this game, then it's gonna put us back where we need to be as a segment.
You look at the success that TJ and Bryant have had this year. You look back on the success Sammy had last year, you had in your freshman year. What is it about Clemson and the way that you guys allow young guys to go out there and prove themselves and earn the reps that leads to some of that success at a young age that we've seen for the last several years and time again at Clemson from the receivers?
I think Coach Sweeney just does a great job recruiting, finding guys that really fit this culture here at Clemson, and then when we get here, we have like the resources that we need like off the field. So, I mean, obviously a lot of people have the talent, but you got to have the maturity to go along with it. So, I think this Coach Sweeney does a good job at picking his guys, and they're like ready when they get here, and then they're developed and grow in maturity.
How excited are you guys as a group to get Sammy Brown back, or sorry, not Sammy Brown, Tyler Brown back, sorry. How excited are you to have him back in the fold, and what sort of energy does he bring? I mean, I just always think of him as a very smiley kid. So what does he bring to the field for you guys?
I think he brings a lot of energy. He's a pretty vocal guy. He was kind of back last week on the snap count, but me and him really have never been able to get on the field together, because when one's hurt, the other one's healthy, and then when I'm hurt, he's healthy. So it's never really worked out for both of us, and we've talked about that. So I think for the first time, me and him were on the field together last week for one play, but it was good to see that, and then I'm just excited to see what he can do to close out this season.
When you think about the Texas defense, you said it yourself, you said, hey, they probably have one of the best secondaries in the nation right now. Is that daunting, knowing you're going against that? Is that exciting? What kind of feelings does that elicit from you?
Just excitement. One of the reasons I came to Clemson is to play in games like this versus the best competition, the best teams. This is where you really get to make a name for yourself and, be legendary. So, I mean, I know some of their guys on that secondary we've had here, like Mukuba. Like, I've went against him in practice every day, and I know he's a true competitor, and so am I. So, I mean, I'm just excited for the matchup.
Sammy Brown said earlier, it's always good when you're playing football in December. How special is this for you?
Like I said earlier, just like one of the reasons I came here to Clemson. Like, I wanted to win. I wanted to win ACC championships. I wanted to be in the playoffs. So, I mean, I'm just finally happy that we really, like, made it, but I'm not complacent at all. Like, I'm not just happy with being here. Like, I wanna win this round and then move forward each week.
When you think of that, when you hear yourself saying, however long ago, hey, we want to be in the ACC Championship, we want to be in the playoffs, when does it kick in for you? When does it really click that hey, we're doing this right now? Does it click now? Does it click after the season? When does that kind of settle in for you?
I mean, I think it's already kicked in. We're practicing right now, and there's not a lot of teams that are practicing right now. So I'm just thankful that we do get to practice, and practice and play. So each day I'm just grateful for the opportunity. Like, I've been grateful for this whole season that I've been able to stay healthy. And then as a team, we're winning. So hopefully we can just keep moving forward.
Any questions for Antonio virtually? Kirk, go ahead.
Yeah, Antonio, I was curious about playing against Andrew Mukuba. I guess he knows your tendencies, you know his. Who has the edge in a matchup like that?
I would say the receiver always has a edge in a matchup versus a DB because they're reacting off of you. So whoever it is, I think receivers always have an edge in the matchup, unless you're given.
How would you describe his style of play, Antonio?
I would say he's a very instinctual player. He makes a lot of plays, just like roaming and doing whatever he wants, like off the ball. And he's also a good tackler, and he's always going to be raking at the ball. Every chance he gets, he's going to punch at it. So, and then he plays with a lot of fire, a lot of passion. I know him very well. I texted him as soon as I saw the matchup that we were playing Texas, and we were both excited that we get to play each other. We've had a lot of practices and one-on-one reps against each other, and it's just we always compete. And he made me better while he was here, and I think I made him better. So it's just crazy that we get to play in a playoff game against each other.
Did you say you are texting each other?
Yeah. It was a quick text.
Trash talking going.
It wasn't too much trash talking, just respect, really.
And the other thing, Antonio, why do you feel like so many people are sleeping on Clemson in this playoff? And does that also put more pressure on Texas as the home team?
That's a great question. I mean, I think they are a higher seed than us, and nobody really expects us to win. So, I mean, I would say they have more pressure. And then to answer your question about why teams or people are sleeping on us, I think we just gotta show them what we can do. We've kind of been just sitting back all season. We really haven't taken over a game versus a highly ranked team or really showed how dominant we can be. So, I mean, they have every right to sleep on us, but eventually I think we're going to give them a wake-up call.
Thank you.
Anybody else for Antonio?
Just to go back to Adam, where are you on the sidelines watching that kick return go down, and just what did that mean for you to see him break through in that moment after obviously playing a little bit less this year?
I think for him it was just a testament to who he is as a person. I mean, he hasn't been getting the reps he wanted, obviously, but then in a time like that when we really needed him, he was the guy that stepped up and made a big play for us. But in the moment, I I wasn't really too excited because I know it was still a tie game and we still had to win. So I was just focused on play call and trying to win.
Some of the mistakes you guys made kind of like a false start or routine penalties. Just going to a venue like Texas that holds over 100,000 people. How do you guys kind of in practice just kind of avoid those routine mistakes for this winter going game?
I mean, every road game we kind of have speakers blasting with crowds cheering. That's just to help us with like snap count, you know, like you said, not false starting and stuff like that. But I can't say I don't think I've ever played in a venue with that many people. But I mean, play here at Clemson every home game. So I mean, we'll see how much different it is.
Anyone else for Antonio? All right. Thank you, Antonio.
Appreciate y'all.